Greg Roman. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Greg Roman. You know, in previous years, I would be coming here and saying you need to be fired. But you know what? I've seen the light. I've seen the light and I've come to an understanding. Greg Roman, I am no longer going to bash you. I'm no longer going to criticize you for whatever play you make, whatever decision you make. I'm not going to criticize you. Every play call, I'm going to celebrate what you do. Because, my friend, I envy you. I envy your position. It is really special when you, as an offensive coordinator, can go to your job, make no improvements, make the same mistakes week in and week out, and still have your job. I mean, that's something special. I was just talking about this in my recap video for the Ravens-Jaguars game. It hit me while I was making the video. Greg Roman is untouchable. The Ravens don't have the guts to fire Greg Roman. They don't. Like I said in that video, Greg Roman is going to walk into Owing Mills, Maryland on Monday morning. He's going to grab his coffee. He's going to have some donuts. He's going to sit in his office. He's going to lean back and relax. Why? Because he knows he's not getting fired. The Ravens don't have the guts to fire Greg Roman, and the man knows it himself. Can you imagine? I'm in envy. I wish I could go to work, fail to make improvements, continue to make the same mistakes over and over again, and not get fired for it. Imagine that. You have an offense that time in, time out, week in, week out, they're making the same mistakes over and over again. The media has addressed John Harbaugh regarding these situations multiple times, and he talks about how it's something they have to fix and it's something that needs to improve moving forward. Yet the mistakes are still here. The delay of game penalties, they're still here. We still have problem getting set in time. Delay of games happen every single game, and it happens multiple times. Half the times it feels like we should get called for a delay of game because the ball's getting snapped at 0. So it's happening over and over again. No improvements. Week 12, no improvements. We're still treating Patrick Ricard like he's the second receiver on this team. And at this point, he is your number 2 receiver. With the way he's utilizing the offense, he's your number 2 receiver. And we're okay with it. We keep having these idiotic holding calls, stupid false start calls happen, same idiotic penalties, execution continues to be a problem week in and week out. The play calling is disgusting and inconsistent in most weeks. Some weeks is good, other weeks is horrible. So it's inconsistent as hell week in and week out. But he's still here because he's Greg Roman. So ladies and gentlemen, you can call for Greg Roman's job. Don't waste your breath. You can do it all you want. He's not going anywhere. Greg Roman is untouchable because this team has lost their guts. They don't have the guts to fire Greg Roman. They're complacent. They're no longer aggressive. Greg Roman has one of the best job securities in the National Football League. He's not going anywhere. This man can continue to make the same mistakes with this offense, and they're going to let it slide, and he'll keep his job. Why? Because he's Greg Roman. So if that's the case, I don't think I have to look at Roman. I really don't. Like, why should I continue to say Roman's got to go when it's not going to happen? Why should I continue to blame Roman when Harbaugh and DeCosta are perfectly fine with this? Those guys don't have the guts to fire this dude, and they show it every single week when they got to go out there and make excuses for why this offense continues to be pathetic. You keep making excuses. Matter of fact, right here, I know it's happening. I know it's happening. Let me see the quote. Let me see the quote. They're going to have a quote for John Harbaugh too. I want to see the quote. Because I'm pretty sure that the media addressed him regarding the execution and the execution in the red zone as well as the delay of games. Because they talked about it in the first half. And they said, yeah, that's something we got to fix. It's something we got to improve on, and we'll be better in the second half. So I'm sure they asked him about this again. Let me see. Coach John Harbaugh on the red zone offense. That's something we have to improve at going forward. It's just a broken record. Do y'all care? Do y'all really care? We got to improve at that moving forward. It's week 12 and you're talking about still improving the offense in the most basic aspects of the game. Really? Really? We still have to improve from causing these delay of games. Really? Really? We got to improve at execution. Seriously. All we do is make excuses. And we say the same thing over and over again like a broken record. And yet people wonder why this offense continues to be anemic. And people keep pointing the finger at Greg Roman. No, I'm not pointing the finger at Greg Roman anymore. And I haven't been pointing the finger at Greg Roman for much of this season. I said it coming into the season. Anything Greg Roman does is on the heads of John Harbaugh and Eric DeCosta. So this game, if you feel Greg Roman's the biggest cause of us losing, no. Greg Roman did exactly what he's here for. Go look at John. Nah, Greg Roman probably could have been better at executing the first half. Nah, why would you need to do that? Improvements? Nah, we don't do that here in Baltimore. Greg Roman's just doing his job. He's just doing his job, man. He's just doing his job. They scored 27 points on offense. They're good. Man, it's great. It's great. Greg Roman's going to be here for years to come. His job security's fine. So why should we really be concerned? He's not going anywhere, guys. Stop wasting your time and saying Greg Roman needs to be fired. Why should he? Why should he be fired when he's doing everything the Ravens want him to do? They don't care if he's going to make the same mistakes. They don't care if he doesn't improve the offense. Do you look at the numbers? By the numbers, we're doing this and that. We're a top 10 offense. Yeah, that's what they care about. That's all they care about. They don't care. They don't care that he's not improving this offense. They don't care if his offense is making the same mistakes. Issues that have been here for years are still here. No improvements. The passing game has yet to evolve at all. Same garbage. But he still has his job. He still has his job. Why? Because he's Greg Roman. That's why he has his job. He's untouchable. Greg Roman is not going anywhere. Offensive coordinator for years to come because the Baltimore Ravens do not have the guts to fire that man. They don't have the guts. So I'm Team Roman now. Let's go Roman. Minimal effort. Minimal effort. No improvements. Consistent mistakes. That's what I love for my offensive coordinator. And he's not going anywhere. Next week, I believe we got Denver. Next week, we're going to get a helping serving of idiotic penalties, terrible missed opportunities, failure to execute, inconsistent play calling. We're going to get more of that. More of that great Greg Roman play calling. And Baltimore's going to love it. And they're not going to do a damn thing but go up to the media and chirp the same nonsense they say week in and week out about how we need to improve going forward and now we need to execute better going forward. Nobody cares. You say the same thing and then you go out there and play like garbage. Didn't you say this last week? You said we got to get better last week. Here we are this week. Did we get better? Did we really get better? You put up more points, so I guess that means you got better. Nothing's going to change. Greg Roman's not going anywhere. So Ravens flock, embrace him. Embrace him. And embrace how the Ravens are slowly becoming a joke because they don't have the guts to fire an offensive coordinator that's holding them back. I'm Team Roman, man. I'm legit Team Roman. I don't have any problems with Greg Roman now. I didn't have problems with him going into the season, but seeing as we're in week 12 now and the issues are there and the Ravens really don't seem to care, why should I continue to call for this man's job? I stopped calling for this man's job coming into the season, and now I'm just going to stop saying he needs to be relieved or he needs to go anywhere. No. I think Greg Roman should stay because he's a perfect representation of what the Ravens have become. Lazy. We accept mistakes. We don't improve. We'll accept mistakes. We'll accept mediocrity. We'll accept inconsistency. We're not going to get better as a football team. We're not going to get better or do better as a coaching staff. We'll just keep doing the same things over and over again and expect different results. That's what the Ravens have become, and that's what they're going to be moving forward because it just seems like they don't seem to give a damn. And as long as Greg Roman's here, that's the philosophy and that's the mindset. So I think it's perfectly fine to say, Greg Roman, keep doing what you're doing, bro. Keep doing what you're doing, man, because you are doing a hell of a job. Continue to have your offense make those mistakes. Continue to be inconsistent in the play calling. Continue to have this backwater garbage offense. Continue to use Patrick Ricard like he's a wide receiver too. Continue to do all that stupid stuff because that's what the Ravens brought you here for. Keep being you, Greg Roman. Keep being you because that's exactly what the Ravens want and that's what they deserve. Until they actually show some guts and fire you, they deserve this. So keep doing what you're doing. Why? Because the Ravens are spineless and they don't have the guts to fire your ass. And you're going to be here for years to come. So keep doing what you're doing, bro. Head into Owing Mills, Maryland on Monday morning. Grab your coffee, grab your donuts, sit back, relax, laugh at this franchise because they're still giving you a job for doing the same thing you've been doing since your time with the Niners. And just keep being you, Greg Roman. You rock. I got nothing else to say. With that being said, I appreciate you guys, and I appreciate Greg Roman for being him. That's all I've got, and I'm out of here, man. Peace.